It's a Shapfede. Welcome to yet another edition of the Changeroom, where we bring you sports commentary from all over the world and banter and everything else. You see us looking all snazzy. I look like I've been suspended twice already. And
Head prefect.
Head prefect. My name is Sbu Zulu. Brother, I love to hate. The prefect of the house, Tibs Dhlomo. How's it, sir?
How you doing, guys? I know it's been a good time. Eh?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know. So we're out here in our youth.
In our youth,
And that's how we're back in the streets, because in the youth, that's where we live.
Ah, yes.
We lived on the streets. We're back. No,
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, but it's going to be a great episode. I want to lie to you guys. We have a lot of things to discuss. We've got the Rainbow Cup, the final round of fixtures.
Yep.
We've got a Euros, a young Euros recap as the first round of games have been played. Well,
Still going on.
Still going on.
Yeah.
We haven't finished it. And then also we're going to go for some other news.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so there's no better place to start than at home, fam. So it is the KZN, not Derby, but the KZN chance to make it into the final of the Rainbow Cup. And the Sharks were up against the Bulls, and it was very hard to explain, because it wasn't like the Bulls dominated the game, right? But the Sharks
in a way,
lost, just so people can get it through. The Sharks lost. It's sad for us.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of things to discuss. Like, first, there was a little bit of controversy before we discussed the game. You know how Ox and Thomas the Toad couldn't play because they had to be arrested for Springbok protocol.
Yeah.
But we knew that going into the competition. So I don't know why people are all of a sudden stressed about it, because we knew it.
I guess it comes with the fact that you're playing the Bulls, and it's like one of the most important matches in the entire Rainbow Cup SA calendar. Plus, we also looking at a chance of going to play in the final in Italy against Benetton. You would want to go in gung-ho, have all your guns going on there, and it sort of did not make sense in a way. But also at the same time, we have all these players that have been there. Then you would expect them to be up for it and be ready to play. And I don't think, especially in the front row, I don't think we sort of missed them too much. Yes, we would have loved to have them in, but I think I stand to be corrected in this way, but I don't think that's where we actually lost the game. It has everything to do with our loose forward and going forward. So so all those sort of discussions should be put to rest. Let's talk about the matters.
Let's talk about the real reasons.
The real reasons,
so
yes.
We have two. I'll start off with the one, which is Kerwin Bosch at front, guys. No. Let's not get it twisted. For me, we're huge fans of Kerwin.
Yes.
We think that he is a phenomenal talent.
Yeah.
But this season was the season that now we've all decided he's our fly half. He's not a fly half, a fullback, Inyana.
Yeah.
It's fly half. You're our captain. You're our playmaker. Take us through to the promised land.
Yes.
And I can be honest and say that I don't think he's done it for us. Because that game, so Colonel Hendricks Chawe tried to trip over the he got dragged down. You've seen a try. You've seen a conceded try. You've seen him not being able to tackle. And I genuinely think that we're in a situation now where the Predation Irish Lions team got announced. He wasn't one of the 4 fly halves that were chosen. So then it's not even they picked Mone Stein again, but so you have to ask yourselves, what is he doing wrong? He's one of the young fly halves coming through, and he still can't kill it.
Crack it.
He can't. He doesn't know what he does right. I don't know. Is he a running fly half? Is he a kicking fly half? Because he's just a fly half that makes mistakes. For me.
Well,
no.
Look, I think also with that being said, I think before we can talk about his actual role in this fly half position. So his natural capabilities right now, he's a good kicker, he's good with that. But also, it's a known thing, off the ball, he's one of the worst to have. It's like you're playing 16 against 14. It's like he just chipped on the other side, because at some points he's hardly doing anything. Defensively, he cannot. Catching the ball, cannot. Apparently Fasi had to be drawn into that fly half channel and had to pick up some of those high balls. So we have to establish that first. And I think I'm not here to bash him, but I think he's done that on himself. He had a lot of time to progress his game. And look, we're not saying Mone Stein is the best off the ball fly half, but he sort of has a role to play. Doesn't get really bounced off that quickly. So it's a matter of him upping his game off the ball. He's good when he's there. He can kick well. He can do that. But also off the ball, that's where we have all the fatalities, and that's one of probably the reasons why he did not or could not crack into that Springboks squad.
Yeah, and I fully agree with you. Like if you looked at that game, the two games, that game, both sides, they both probably had the same amount of chances. But the one thing that you can say that the Bulls did is the Bulls, they took their chances.
Yeah.
The person that was making the decisions at the time, whether it be Cornel Hendricks, whether it be Monet Steyn, whether it be, they picked the correct pass, they did the correct tactic. And I think that that's the one element of Curran Bosch's game where he's lacking. He has the ability to chip, the ability to grab, the ability to pass someone into space.
Yeah.
But how he picks and when he picks to do that seems to put the team at a back.
Yeah, the timing of it, very, very, very crucial.
And that will come with experience, but also it's a fickle game, but you're not gonna always get a chance at the top, right? You're not gonna. So while he's at the top, he better start killing it. But there's also another thing that we also realized was the issue was the loose trio, fam.
Yeah,
we are all advocates for Siya Kolisi. He's the captain South Africa. But we're also now starting to see where our issues are. What does he do as a number 6? He's not a fetcher, he's not a ball carrier. So then why is he on the wing scoring the try?
He was called a winger where I was watching the game. They said he was a winger, he was playing that wing where he actually scored the try. So maybe he is a wing. Maybe he is a wing. Maybe he is a CDBB. But also the loose. I've been speaking about the loose forward position for the longest time. I'm happy to see James Fender coming back. He had a very nice couple of minutes after he came back. He had a nice moments there, which would have been, I think, if he started, maybe he would have had, maybe made a few positives for the squad. Yeah. Also, obviously, maybe he's been out for long, so he wouldn't just slot in the starting 15. But again, we lost Sikumuza Noche earlier in the season. He's out for the rest of the year. They were playing around the number 8, and then Boyle sometimes came in, and then he went to at 7. Then we brought in Pepsi.
The man you've been camping.
The man I've been talking about the entire time. Pepsi, I've been talking about Pepsi Buthelezi, and everyone where I was talking about him and how his role is so immense and how this boy can carry the team. He carried the Sharks. Had the Sharks won the game, he would have been easily the man of the match. He was going toe-to-toe with Marcel Coetzee. He was right there, bouncing, tackling, was right in the thick of things, and I was sort of confused. Maybe Siya Kolisi is given a free role, and Buthelezi is supposed to do everything. And Lewis Ford is supposed to do. Boyle also had a few spells which were nice, which were very exciting. Also, he wasn't that bad, but we had a lot of gaps in that in the loose forward position. Already, we have a casualty at number 10. Now it's a problem again. Number 9, the scrum half, Jaden Hendricks, he didn't have his best games. I remember when Sanu Hamba, we called for Jaden Hendricks, and Hamba was not, his timing was a bit off. Came in, Jaden Hendricks, it started really well. Now people are calling for the other scrum half. What's his name? No, sorry. So the news is we need a scrum half.
Yes.
A new one, because the one that we have right now is not so great. I don't know.
I don't know. And then Cameron Smith is signed. He was our old scrum half, and he's coming back. But so then I fully agree with you on that thing of Pepsi played a really great game, but then was he meant to do everybody's job? Whose job is he meant to do? And I think that's the thing of something that you should really look at, because Marcel Coetzee was number 6, and then now he's moved on to be the 8 for the Bulls. Is maybe that where Siya Kolisi needs to be positioned, because we don't have a fetcher, we don't have a driller, we don't have so then I'm like, we need to get that right, because that balance is really affecting how our forwards go, which then puts our fly up under pressure. And then now, as you've seen, Cohen is not as strong under pressure. So I think that's a very key element
Yeah.
that's an issue. But yeah, the Sharks do look like they're signing some players.
Yep.
You know, we signed Lionel Cronea for the Curry Cup that's starting this coming week.
Yep.
We signed Karen Smith, and we signed the Springbok. Sorry.
Mbonambi.
Yeah.
Mbonambi. And you're speaking of trailers, maybe now we will know where he will play. We signed the trailer. His name is called the trailer. I'm just gonna get his name right because he used to play for the UWC, University of Western Cape. Tinotenda.
Okay.
Tinotenda Mavasere. He's a Zimbabwean born. I think also maybe if we do our things right, maybe we might sneak him into the Springbok side. But we've signed him. I've seen some of his videos. He's a crashing guy. He goes in, he bumps into Oaks. He's strong. He's big. But still, and he's faster also. Maybe he might slot into the wing. We never know. He's a proper player. The Sharks are busy in the markets, and that's great. It's exciting. But I do feel like we're signing in the wrong positions. We should be signing a 10 again. That will come in because we do have Peter Chamberlain, yes, but also just to add on to that channel, just to make sure that if there's an injury and there's a matter of someone not being off form, then we can slot him in the new 10. So maybe a 10, possibly even also a 9, maybe a left wing.
I'm looking at a centre, fam.
Also for Marius Lowe's.
You saw how when Werner Koch came in.
He looked busy.
I love Werner Koch, but Werner Koch is one of those players that he's like me. He looks busy but does nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Werner, he always looks like he's ready to run.
Static,
but then he's
but
not
moving.
He's like he's ready. He's jumping up and down. He's ready. But then so like for me, and he's a stable player. Like I still think there's some creativity in the senses without Lacanio there, and then obviously losing Andre Estes and
that was a big loss.
I do think that there is room for improvement there, especially when you look how Colonel Hendricks did for the Bulls. And I think that for me it's a shame. Yes, he's old, but it's a shame that he never went into the Springbok team.
Who?
Colonel Hendricks.
There are issues with that one. The heart problem. There's a thing that so the SA Rugby and Colonel Hendricks' camp, they talking about it. He was supposed to. Razi was asked about it as to why was he not included. So after that heart condition that he sustained, that took him out for a while. A little early retirement, came back. So there's a couple of things that need to sort that out before he can be put back. Because obviously, that boy is playing well. He was man of the match again. And speaking of Marcel Coetzee, came back after a long injury. He played well. I think it was man of the match, if I'm not mistaken, against the Stormers a couple of weeks ago. So there's some positives, in all-round perspective of our rugby, having not played international rugby in a long time. And now we're obviously looking forward to see what the guys were doing against the Irish Lions. Having not played, we've restored the bulk of the squad, about close to 30 players.
29 players.
Yeah, 29, 30 players that have been recalled, losing out on some of the retired Oaks. So a few Oaks came back. We'll see maybe a different sides that would take on Georgia and obviously the Lions. So it should be exciting in that one.
So in the comments below, also tell us what do you think the Sharks need to do? Who must they sign? How do you think the Sharks are gonna do in the Curry Cup, and what do you think the Sharks should do going forward? Because the Bulls, I think, deserve to make the Rainbow Cup.
No, definitely.
Rainbow Cup final, and they have a really good South versus North derby that's going to come through. So we're excited and we support the Bulls because I think they've been the most consistent team that we've had.
They've topped all the log tables of everything we've played post COVID-19. So we don't have. They are the better representative of South African rugby in terms of club. Crossing right along.
Crossing right along to the Euros. Euros are the big thing that's happening right now. So it's a really great tournament because I love the Euros because it's a year that's where the underdogs come out. I think it's a little bit harder to win the Euros than it kind of is to win the World Cup. Even though it doesn't make sense logistically, but I do feel like in the Euros, a lot of Europe takes a lot of the most of the positions in the World Cup, and then now it's like they're all up against each other. You don't get like a Colombia that you can play in the quarterfinal,
which are very good.
They're good, but you know what I'm saying. Now you see in the group phases how in the group of death we have the 3 of the top 12 teams in the world.
They play against
Germany,
each other.
Portugal, and France.
In France, yes.
So then 3 of the top 12 in the world are in one group.
Yes.
Which doesn't really happen in the World Cup. Sometimes you get, your South Koreas and
they try to level out the playing field, and obviously so that teams can have a better chance to move forward.
The Euros are always a very tough thing to call. It's always a very tough competition to call. But however, obviously up until this game, we haven't seen this group of death fixture.
Yeah.
Because that's obviously going to be played while we are recording this.
Yeah.
So I will say that, because without that, I have to say that the team's looking really strong. I have to say it's obviously Belgium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The teams that aren't in the group of death, so everyone that's in the group of death, I think are one of the favorites.
Yeah.
It's Belgium, it's Italy, and I want to say England, but I don't.
No, it's too soon. It's too soon to call in England. Let them record a second win.
Yeah.
And just speaking about, honestly speaking, I have different perspective when it comes to the Euros so far this year. It's been so underwhelming for me. Yeah. First of all, you're opening up the tournament with Italy and Turkey. Some of the most boring, like Italy, we know Italy. They play one of the most boring football, but they get to the promised land. Even the 2006 World Cup when they won it, they were not playing the best football ever. So they might even stretch a couple of last rounds a match to extra time to penalties. They're that boring. I mean, we saw. Who's this guy? Insania. You saw his Uber. You see his Uber. You saw Insania's Uber. Right. But also, having watched that game, obviously that Denmark and Finland game, which was put to a halt because of Christian Eriksen collapsing. He later was reported it was a cardiac arrest. Nobody knows what's happening. He's still in hospital trying to find what's going on. After the game resumed, Finland snatched. It was sort of, for me, smash and grab. Also because of the fact that I did not give him any chance. Denmark, they have all these Christiansens, obviously, and the big names. Exactly, and obviously him, Eriksen. So it's I did not expect Finland to snatch that one, but it was a beautiful game because of what was happening. Fans coming together, the football in general, the world of football coming together and just supporting and wanting to see him happening. And then England came.
England,
snatched it.
Snatched it, but Gareth Southgate decided he's going to try to use, because he will see. It is notorious that everyone's like, how did Gareth Southgate pick 4 right backs? And I'm like, because he wants to play all of them at the same time.
Exactly. And who is he defending anyway?
So then I'm like, Trippier and Kyle Walker played on either flank. But the England game, it wasn't an exciting game to watch at all. I think the goal that Sterling scored was, and then Harry Kane had one chance, and then otherwise it was people running in the sun.
Yeah, basically chasing a ball, 22 Oaks. Yeah. And also just to emphasis on the fact that, how now we're seeing that the best teams going up against each other in Europe. And, teams like your Northern Macedonia came in, they were able to score a goal. Goran Pandev came in, captain, fantastic. And just, the only match that I've enjoyed thoroughly was the Belgium game. There were goals, it was nice. Just what we expect of Belgium. Then Spain also themselves couldn't crack Sweden. They gave your man a man of the match award. They handed it to him.
Victor
Morata.
I know, but Morata, guys, we need to discuss Spain, guys. Really. And for me, I have a thing. First of all, I'm mad that the Spain coach never started De Gea, even though Sweden never knew what the ball looked like. I went lie to you.
I was there for Isaac, though.
I think Sweden just played without the ball in practice because that's all they needed to do.
Yeah.
But in terms of Spain, like Morata, I went lie, Timo Werner will be sad, but
no, he'll be happy. He's not the only one.
Werner's like, but also I'm meant to be this good. This is how good I'm meant to be at missing the ball.
No, leave Werner out of this. Leave Werner out of this.
Because Werner at least scores. Like Werner scores.
At least, yeah.
And my thing with Morata, which I've said for a long time, is he's transferred a lot, and people have paid money for this man.
Yeah.
Like he went to Chelsea, he went to Juventus,
Real Madrid,
went back to Real Madrid, then he's now at Atletico Madrid.
Big teams.
And I'm like, people paid money for this homie, thinking he's gonna be the next Raul, but homie is just a low-budget Werner. Like he's
leave Werner out of your thing, but you make a lot of sense.
I'm joking, but he's a high-class Nicholas Bettner. Then is that what
yes,
you want?
He's a lord. He's a lord.
That's what he is.
Lord Bettner.
He's a higher class Lord Bettner.
Yeah, but also
he doesn't even get into positions. Seems like he knows how to play soccer. except he forgets he's a striker.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to say it. Because he's not like he loses the ball, he has a bad touch,
Yeah.
can't link up play.
He gets it.
So he does everything.
Up until.
And then it's like, oh wait, am I meant to score? Because in even the goals that he missed, you can see what he was doing. He's there, he saw the keeper, he tried to finesse it around the goalkeeper, but then he forgot, oh wait, no, the goal is here. He's trying to finesse it to the corner post. So
that's a miss. Huge miss.
And I really think that Gerard Moreno is the guy that should start ahead of him.
Yes,
because
definitely.
if you're going on club form, Gerard Moreno scored more than the entire front three of Spain that year, in David Alamo, Fernan Torres, and so for me, I don't understand. Villarreal won. Okay, they beat Man United.
They beat Man United in the final years.
But yeah, so I have no idea why he's not starting, because Spain can't go far with Morata. I can tell you.
Nah, they will not. They will not. You cannot win a championship with a striker.
And people have realized this.
No, you cannot.
Striker,
you cannot. And also, I think it goes back to the fact that Luis Enrique, maybe national team is not Barcelona, so you don't have Messi, don't have your Dembele or whatever. So it's not the same. So whatever that he used to do at Barca, it would not work with Española. It won't work. Yeah. So he has to really look into those things. And we have some of the most creative midfielders in the world. You need to bloody get something out of it. But out of that now.
Oh, no. Yeah, so then to me, another team that I thought I really enjoyed just because they're calamitous was Netherlands. So
yes.
The Netherlands game was really, really... I'm like, because Netherlands are a team, Frank de Boer, as Jose Mourinho likes to call him, the most unsuccessful manager in Premier League history. He's played 4 games, he's lost 4 games. No, he's played 10 games, lost 10 games. Hasn't scored a goal. So he's the most unsuccessful manager in Premier League history. Has taken the Netherlands team, and they
scary
hang on,
match.
They hang on.
It was an exciting match for the neutrals.
Match, and that's why I said I like those games. Exciting goal scoring teams that should be trying to win, but. So Netherlands, I also don't think will go far, but I think are good. Belgium, I have to give it to them without De Bruyne playing there.
Hazard didn't even start again,
Hazard never started. So they're going to only go forward and prosper.
Hey, you're forgetting one team.
What team am I forgetting?
If you're forgetting Czech Republic against Scotland. So far, we have a goal of the tournament so far.
The tournament. And because David Marshall... Patrick Schick. David Marshall. So I'll give him that because I'm a goalkeeper. So that's happened to me before.
I too. Me too. Both of us.
And I know what happened because...
We are shorts. We understand.
We are shorts, yeah. Marshall's tall, so he has no excuses. But there's no excuses. So we are short here. We are here 170 meters here. We are 5'8", 5'7".
I'm probably like a 5.
We're not living here. We're not living with the
Trust you me, we are good sitting down.
Yeah, we are grounded.
We are grounded. Exactly.
So then that's why I get confused because I was there also. So I was standing at the edge of my box, homie decides to shoot from halfway. Yeah. So the thing is, the automatic thing that you always think is, oh crap, I'm not going to get to it.
Yes.
So you start running
back.
Because you don't want to run backwards. Because if you run backwards, then you're going to hit it.
And then put it in yourself.
You'll slip on the banana peel. You run backwards and you look there and you're like, cool, I've got this. But then you forget, which is what he realized. Yeah. You forget that you're running, so there is no jump that you'll ever be able to do except into the net.
Oh, man.
That's what he did.
Man.
He was there. But you're under so much pressure because the thing is you don't want to let this goal in.
Yes.
So if he actually sat down, if he actually just looked up and took it chilled, he would have realized he's like...
There's no chance.
But then, because you panic, because you're like, if I concede this goal, I'm going to be the biggest meme ever.
And he is.
And he is.
Yes.
They're still fishing him out the net now. That's how far he passed it. But I know that's hilarious. But the Czech Republic, I went like give it to them.
The good game. I had high hopes for Scotland.
Yeah, me too, Shane.
Maybe it's because the British media really hyped them up. They can do that really well, right? The British media can hype you up. I mean, what's his name? Is it not some his last name is White. He's a reporter from one of the the TV stations or the news stations in England. After the speech that because he left that station after 23 years. After that, he said, go Scotland. You know, like, hey, everyone is up for it. But yeah, underwhelming. Well, it was going to happen. They were not going to just go in and just start winning everything. But
true.
it's a good experience for them.
Yeah, so then, obviously we haven't seen their group of death fixtures.
Yeah.
But who do you think Sbu will be? Who do you think is a dark horse? And who do you think should win these Euros? Yeah,
you see, because now when it started, I had like 5 teams that I'm like looking forward to. Like, so obviously your France, your Portugal. I also do have England. That is my dark horse. England is my dark horse. I believe that they will have a couple of like smash and grabs. Purely because of the fact that they have, I think, you know, the work rates of some of the guys they in the midfield, like your Mounts and everything, you know, they work up. Even Kevin Phillips, you know, he created that goal. So you see, you have one of those players. I'm not saying they will win them a game or the tournaments, but they might just get up until the, you know, maybe last 16 or 8, whatever the case is. But those are my dark horses. And I mean, obviously, your Portugal, I do think France, perhaps France have the most advantage of because of Kante. They have 11 players in Kante already, and they have to put in 11 already. So they have like 22 players already playing against 11 men. So they do have an upper hand. Germany, it's a new era. And Hansi Fleck, you know,
I think Lowe is still.
Oh, Lowe is still there.
Yeah, this is the last.
Oh, yes, it is. It is. But now also with the players they have, like they have a couple of young players there. Also, it's like a young squad, same as your England. So you know, it might just not click as of right now, perhaps. But yeah, it's a normal ones. But my dark horse is England, definitely. What are your ones?
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I agree with a lot of what you said, fam. Like I think it is between like 6 teams.
Yeah.
And then I will say that with England, the English media hype up England.
Yeah.
That's why, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Like, hey, bro, loyalty, patriotism, all that greatness. Like, I wish we had that. We don't have. I was happy Bafana actually won a game.
Yeah, we won.
That was me. I'm like, bro, we scored more than 1 goal.
Even 2.
It was 3-2.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, this is a new team. So I'm like, for me, that's why I'm like, hey, bro, maybe this new coach has it. Maybe. It's a side note.
Yeah.
Like, maybe this new coach has it.
It was exciting to watch them anyway.
So I'm excited now because I'm like, it's not going to be 1-0. Because beforehand, when Bafana used to play, I would be like, 1-0. Hey, we're not going to win this game.
1-0, 2-1, 1-1.
If they scored first, I'm like, we're not going to win this game. So I genuinely am surprised when Bafana won, and I'm like excited to see what the coach can do. So
shout out.
For me, that's us. But and like people don't even notice Bafana won, bruh. But then like the English media, like will cry, bruh.
Yeah.
If Phil Foden got a haircut, he was front page. I'm like, the amount of Tekumadise fades with the star I've seen in my life, and no one gives a rap.
Nobody cares about it. Nobody cares about it.
Anything, bruh. Because I'm like, that's what people do. I'm like, bruh, you can see a soccer player at your local tavern, and they will live.
Like, it's so good.
They won't be fun. So for me, I think English media I think it's a tournament too soon for England.
It's coming home.
But I don't know, they are.
Jay-Lings was singing that. He's coming home.
No. So then my dark horse, I'll say my dark horse is Italy. I think Italy have experience, they have form, and I won't lie, if they can get Immobile to get
link
the
up.
goals through,
Yeah.
then I'm like, you know what, they have a very Verratti, they have a very solid midfield.
Yes.
Cellini and Puccini in the back, very strong, very solid. So for me, I'll say them. The reason why I don't say Portugal have too many good players, but I don't know how they're all going to fit in the team. Yeah, we are yet to see that because obviously maybe the perspective will change in the following episode. So I've struggled to see that. So for me, I'll say my dark horse is Italy, and I have to say my favorites are Belgium. I'm going to go Belgium just because I think France might choke in the final. All right, let us know what you think about it on the box. Who are your favorites? Who are your dark horses? And if there's any. And maybe even if you want to blow your own horn, you can even go to an extent of telling us who might be the best striker, most assists, clean sheets. Take it that far. Let's see. Let's have fun. Let's talk about it on the comments below. And make sure that you do. I will say a player to look out for is Gnabry from Germany. Serge Gnabry, I think he'll fire this. I think that's a player to look out for. All right, so let's move on to some cricket. Oh, bruh. Proteas.
It's coming home.
Now that's what's coming home.
That's what's coming home right here.
So the Proteas, I won't lie to you, we won our first test up.
Dominated.
Up in West Indies. Are you gonna say dominated?
It is. And innings and 63 runs. That is a domination.
It is.
That is domination and innings.
It is
a whole innings.
It is a whole domination. And
two of your bowlers have fifers. Michelle Fifers. You have two Michelle Fifers there. Yeah? Best man, I can two Michelle Fifers there. And you want to tell us you didn't dominate.
What I will say is our bowlers outshone for me. I've made a lot of. I've been skeptical.
Yeah.
I've always said it's Noki and some people.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, all four of them did their job.
Yeah.
Noki,
Keshav, Ngidi,
and Keshav.
Yeah.
Okay, even Mulder came in at 5 overs, but like still,
yeah.
never needed to use him. But I will say that for T, it was a real bowlers day.
Yeah,
where
the wickets was nice.
Like the bowlers absolutely carried the team.
Yes.
From the time where we bowled first and we bowled them out for under 100.
Yeah.
That was their lowest score ever in West Indies.
Yeah.
Against the Proteas. And I'm like, that's what we're missing. We've missed that. We've missed Dale Steyn, Morne
Morkel, yeah.
coming through, Vernon Philander,
yeah.
coming through. Day one, the team's pulled out. Done. Let's go bat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I have to give them huge plaudits. I haven't been their biggest fan, but they really did the things for me.
It was a beautiful day for the bowlers. The wickets was looking very good for the fast ones too. Just exciting just to see Rabada being back in the Lungingi to also be back in the mix of the nicest things that you want to see. And also, I mean, props to her, QDK, Quinton de Kock, undefeated at 141. Yeah. That was fantastic also. Great run. Aiden Markram also chipped in. I mean, Dean Elgar didn't have to do much. Just has to lead the team on the ground, make sure they do the right things. Selection, who's starting. So it was exciting to see. And I'm obviously looking forward to see if they will, go with the same formats of who they're starting, who they're opening with, and how he's going to use his bowlers. And most especially right now, that because now the teams know each other that much, a guy like your Roach is a very good bowler, so on his good day he can hurt you, so you obviously it's a test. When the second test starts on Friday the 18th, we're looking forward to see how now I think that'll be the biggest test right now before we go on to play short formats, to see how far we are when it comes to tests. We haven't played test cricket in a while. The last time we tried playing, we lost, and then the guys are like, you guys, look man, I mean, you guys got corona anyway, they're leaving. And then they flew away. So that's one of the most exciting thing, because I think after the whole match, the talks of a lot of players that needed to step up. I mean, and they did. I mean, Quinny. When was the last time we were speaking about Quinny in some nice, positive line? Because obviously most of the time, like, he's not stepping up. Now we have to see Dean Elgar coming in, of course, chipping in. I was very impressed with Aiden also. It was very nice to see him do that. So yeah, it was a good all-round performance.
And I fully agree with you on that, in all honesty, because what I like a lot this time is I feel like now we have a formula.
No, too soon. Now you're like British media. Too soon.
Okay, no. What I mean by that is there's a structure. Maybe not a formula.
Okay.
We've decided Quinny's going to bat 6.
Yes.
We're going to play 6 batsmen.
Yeah.
1 all-rounder that can bowl and bat.
Yes.
But he's mainly there to bat, even though Mulder never... Because like Pretorius and stuff is more of a bowler than a batsman.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So we've started, we're going to have a batting all-rounder and then 3 seamers and a spinner.
Yeah.
Because too many times you saw we bought 4 seamers.
Hey.
You saw De Kock batting 5. You saw Pavuma batting 4.
Yeah.
We're like, now we've decided what's happening. So for me, I agree with you. And it was a surprise that maybe Pavuma is not in the test team.
Isn't he injured? I think he's injured.
And now he's purely, maybe, I don't know. But what
Seth is his best place, I think.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed Keegan Peterson and the car.
Yeah.
Varane.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, cool, new batsman coming through. We've tried the Tinas de Brain debacle.
Yeah, it doesn't come through. Yeah.
So we've tried the Milans.
Oh.
So I'm like, we've tried O's and now we're giving new O's a chance.
Yeah.
I think that's what you want to see. They both never contributed as much with the runs, but it was a good bowler's wicket.
Yeah.
So I have to give them great plaudits, fam. So yeah, Sbu, do you have any other news for us?
Yeah, definitely. I don't have much though. Just celebrates Garrick Higo winning at the Palmetto, the Palmetto Championship at Garrick. I mean, Oak. came from a 6-shot down, leading. That's after round 3, going into the final day. Jason Hadley was leading, was on 14 under, going on to the last day. Somehow he managed to lose that lead. Harry English was second. Somehow they all ended up behind Gary Kego. He's 22, South African. He's doing fantastically well. He's the youngest to win. It's South African, by the way.
Yeah,
I mean,
South African.
yes, I think to win in one of the tours, and also just he's won 2 events previously in the space of 3 weeks, and I mean it's been quite exciting to watch him grow. So we do have a superstar in our hands, and I think the world will be shocked soon, and we're coming for that. So what else do I have here? Okay, so motorsport is back. So that's for Formula 1 fans. For the next 3 weeks, you don't have to worry about anything. Formula 1 is here. There's the Styrian, there's French this week, there's a Styrian, and then there's other one. So that's gonna be happening. So that's some of the things that are happening. There's a couple of things. Also, 19 is the number. Right now,
and
in the most epic ways, Novak Djokovic won his 19th Grand Slam. Yes, he's one away from Roger and Rafael in total, but that man had to come from 2 sets down to win against a very, very resilient Stefano Tsitsipas, who's been very great, very fantastic, been doing really well. Took the game to Novak Djokovic. First set, clean. Second one, it didn't even last. It lasted at just about 30 minutes. 6-1. Dead. 6-2, 6-1, and then after that it was curtains. Because I mean, at the end of the day, match temperament, experience, being the GOAT that he is, yes, he will come back.
And I do think that's a really good thing to discuss. Is Djokovic the GOAT? Because he's only I feel like he doesn't get as much exposure or as much things as Federer and Nadal. And I think, which is very strange, because his prominence or rise to prominence happened when social media is a lot bigger than back then. But I just think, and this is maybe because he's so good, that I think reason why Federer and Nadal have been given bigger plaudits is because they always had a competitor, you know what I'm saying? When Federer came in, it was Pete Sampras and Nadal. When Nadal came through, it was dethroned Federer. When Djokovic came through, he dethroned them all of them. But then no one cares.
And he has the most. He does have the most trophies. Obviously,
and tours.
And tours, yes. And also, I mean, he hasn't won the Olympics under Nadal. But also, one of the things that would make you and break you when it comes to giving you props, the person that you are personally. Novak Djokovic is always been the guy. He's like a Cristiano Ronaldo, like a Messi. I'm good. I know. He's that dude. People don't like that, all right? So, that's why. Novak Djokovic has always been subtle, and Roger Federer has always been subtle. But when it comes to Djokovic, a lot of people don't like him because of some of the reasons. One of the reasons, because, he seemed a bit cocky, and, he speaks however he wants and does whatever he wants. He can organize a tour when people went with coronavirus last year. I mean, he's that dude. But also, he's some of the things. But, I mean, he's a coach. He's the greatest of all time, for me, personally. There's no better. We're yet to see.
I think it's really true. But then also, just to end off, that thing, I want to say that obviously our boy Adesanya, the airbender,
the style bender.
He finally back in his current rail class. I
want to do his thing.
What are you gonna do?
That thing I did.
Okay. We're still young, but we're not that young. Hamstrings are still here.
Plus I took my pants.
He did win. He won on a majority decision. In his fights
against Vittori.
And the thing that made me laugh the most about the fights was because the rematch happened because apparently Adesanya shouldn't have won the first one.
Apparently.
And then he comes again, it's like, okay, fine. So can we admit that I'm better than you? And then the homie was like, wait, this fight?
No.
And then I won't lie to you, this is when I have to say to a homie, fam, assess yourself. You know what? Just look at yourself bro. In the mirror. Sometimes you have to admit, this homie is better than me. Fine, you're a fantastic fighter. No denying. But it's that guy that says, I never cheated on the exam, but then he got 100, but he's failed every test. I'm like, come on.
That is a good analogy.
Of course you cheated.
That is good.
But lie, bro. Of course, when you don't even know how to find your ex, nevertheless this ex over here. I don't understand.
How do you miss an ex there and get it now?
You're not going to find your ex. Go find your ex. So for me, just assess yourself, evaluate yourself. Really great game, but that's it.
Quickly before you move away from the news, Barbara Krejcikova won the women's Roland Garros. She defeated Anastasia. Sorry, not Anastasia, but Pavlyuchenko. Anastasia Pavlyuchenko. That's her name. The Czech. I mean, looking at Krejcikova. A few months ago, she was not even in the top 100 in the world rankings. Now he's shot right into it, and like one of the dark horses I did not even think of. Should Naomi continued playing? Would she have been there? Venus also she Serena in this case. She also didn't have a good tournament. So the wait for number 23 continues. To Wimbledon.
To Wimbledon.
We're coming.
Federer is coming through as well to fight back. But
right.
So to my favorite segment that we have today. It's the MVP.
Every week, not today.
Oh, every week, sorry. My favorite MVP, that is the most valuable player. So that's the most valuable player, any sports. If you haven't discussed it, go
NBA if you choose to.
You can go live, fam. You can go live.
Let us know about it on the comment section below, remember. Also, don't be shy to use also those hashtag on Instagram there. We are there, even on Facebook. We are there. Hashtag whatever that you want to use. Hashtag MVP. When I go there, do it. We still got you there. There we go.
So then my MVP, I know which one you're gonna pick. So I'll pick Lukaku because I wouldn't lie to you. He got sold by Man United. People thought that he was waste. But then he's won the league with Inter Milan.
West Ham.
He's come here and decided, no, the World Cup, I can also take you. So I'm gonna say Lukaku for his 2 goals for Belgium.
Belgium. Fantastic. Right, obviously for me. I mean, you already know. Garrick Higo. I mean, I'm wearing a blazer today, which sort of like it resonates where he's going next year, because after his victory, he's going to the Masters next year. He's going to be playing with all the best players in the world. Plus, he's shot right into the top 40 in the world. He's ranked 39 right now. So Garrick Higo coming back from 6 shots down. People don't understand this. That's why it makes me mad. People are talking about Sekukune and Royal AM and Euros, but they're not looking at the biggest picture of all in South African sports right now. Yes, Blue Bulls, we'll talk about them next week when they win against Benetton. But Garrick Higo is the main focus right now. That boy, 22 years of age, and he's already equaled some of the records by Tiger Woods. And you want to talk about other things? Never mind. But I'm getting emotional.
Support locals.
Bro, I tore my pants. I can't. No.
Okay, cool. So moving swiftly along.
Match of the week.
So then my match of the week. For me, even though it was a test match, I do have to say I really enjoyed watching the Proteas. I think watching the Proteas, watching everybody come through and prosper, like all the bowlers stepped up. I'm glad to see 2 new batsmen in our top 5. Hopefully they can start carrying the team. Having Markram score runs, but then having Quinton de Kock finally leading as the wicketkeeper batsman, I thought it was a really great display.
So I actually had 2. That one is one of those, and the other one is the match between the Edinburgh and Scarlets. It finished at 23 all in the Rainbow Cup. That side, not the Rainbow. That side. So it was the final rounds, of course, then also in that side, and the match was really, really like tight. And like at some points, we thought like we're gonna say a winner, but it finished at 23 all, just to the dying minute. So that's my match of the weekend.
And then my team of the week, actually, even though this is like new for me, I'm gonna choose the Phoenix Suns, fam, like NBA. Like, I will not lie to you, like nobody this season was talking about anything about the Phoenix Suns. And now they are through to the final of their conference, and I think that's really positive, and I want to see them play the Brooklyn Nets. I think it'll be a really good NBA final. So that's something that's really cool. And you, fam, your team of the week?
No, definitely the Proteas, man. No doubt, without a doubt. Well done to the lads. Well done. That's a positive that we're taking moving forward, because I think right now we are celebrating the anniversary of how we got onto the World Cup in the last one in England, where we just won 3 matches and lost about 5 out of 9. So the other one got cancelled. So great one. Fantastic. So that's what it is,
So you have any fixtures for us, Sbu?
Yes, we do. There's a couple of things, like I did say, there's Formula 1 coming up this weekend. There's another one for the next 2 weeks. We have the MotoGP is also back. The Euros continue. We have 3 finals. We have one in the Super Rugby Tasman. It's happening on the 19th this upcoming weekend on Saturday, and also the Rainbow Cup, not Rainbow Cup. The Rainbow Cup North versus South. It's happening between Benetton and also the Blue Bulls. And we have the World Test Championship finals between India and New Zealand. Who are you going on with that one? Going with, rather.
I'm going to go for New Zealand.
Because they're the number 1 ranked team?
Yeah.
Okay. All
and
right.
also they're playing in England, and I feel like
they're better accustomed to the environment.
I think they have better seam bowlers than the Indians.
Right. We'll talk about that
in those conditions.
We'll talk about it next week. Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week then.
Yep.
I know. So guys, I want to again thank you for listening. Don't forget that you can follow us on all of our social medias. Guys.
Before you go,
at the Changeroom ZA.
Acknowledge Youth Month.
No, we will. I'm just trying to tell people that we're on all streaming platforms.
Yes, we are.
So you can follow us at the Changeroom ZA on Instagram. On the Facebook of the books, and then you guys on even what's that TikTok, and then also like you can look at us up on the Changeroom on YouTube.
Yes,
but also because tomorrow, well, the 16th of June is Youth Day, so we are all here celebrating as youth.
Freedom is
like,
coming.
It's freedom. Be young, support us.
Yes.
Like literally enjoy life, bruh. Because you only live. Well, you don't only live once. You die once. You live every day. So
if
live every day as strong as you did today.
There you go.
And as we are going strong.
Yeah.
So then come, dressed up. Even tag us. Dress up in your old school uniform. Tag us and feel like the Changeroom ZA supporting Youth Day.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, no. So I want to thank you guys for listening again. I'm Tibs.
I'm Sbu.
And we are the Changeroom.
Goodbye.